What is going on? We are back with another banger video, and today I decided I want to do something a little different. Today I have 5 things that I've written down what every iPhone user does. I feel like these are things that if you have an iPhone, you've done once, at least once, with owning that iPhone, or you do it every day, unironically. And I know that I'm one of those people that always fall into these habits of owning an iPhone. So I wrote down some things and we gonna get into it. Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy. All right, so number one, I wrote down keeping your phone on do not disturb. Bro, I do not know why, or I do not know when this started, but I feel like if you have an iPhone, it's gonna be on do not disturb. And I know it's either on do not disturb or it's on airplane mode. Why? I don't know. That is a great question. If you have an answer to that, put it down below. But I feel like every iPhone user keeps their phone on do not disturb. I don't know if they want to look cool, or they just don't want to be bothered, or they don't like receiving messages. But that can easily be solved by telling someone, like, hey, I'm busy. I'm not gonna be able to answer. But just flat out ignoring them by keeping your phone on do not disturb. I know my phone lives on do not disturb, but I'm trying to be better with that. Yeah, don't hold me to that. If you have my number and you try to message me, you see on do not disturb, press that button that says force the message through and send it to me, because I will respond to it. But I feel like every iPhone person has their phone on do not disturb, or at least keeps their phone on do not disturb at least once. Number two, kind of goes back off the first one, keeping your read receipts off. Every iPhone user, you message them, their read receipts are gonna be off. You message them and they don't message you back for hours, like, sorry, I forgot. But the people that do keep it on and they forget to text you back, you text them and be like, hey, I saw you read my message, you didn't get back to me. So, I can kind of understand with the second reason, right? You accidentally don't respond to someone and you open their message but don't get back to it at that time. You don't want them to know that you opened their message. But I feel like every person keeps their read receipts off, just for, I don't know, everyone has their own reason. But yeah, I know I have mine off because I am bad at responding, and I will open your message and I will look at your message and I will forget to respond to it and be like, hey, yeah, I'm sorry. And you'll be like, what are you talking about? I'm just like, you messaged me. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm like, so nice, cool. Yeah. The second reason is keeping your read receipts off. Number three, doom scrolling on TikTok/Instagram. It's 2026. Everyone and their mother has a TikTok or a Instagram. If you don't, I applaud you, because that's where most of my time goes, are these two platforms. Scrolling on Instagram, just liking random pictures, or scrolling through TikTok looking for different ideas, because I'm bored. It's easy, accessible, and I can just do it. Not hurting nobody. But I have been trying to do better with doom scrolling off of these social medias, because now my life is starting to pick up a lot more and I don't have time for that. But I do end up falling into the habit of doom scrolling eventually. Like, it's gonna happen eventually. I try to avoid it as much as I can, but I feel like every iPhone user does that in 2026 at least, because it's so easily accessible. You're bored and you can do it. Number four, playing games on your phone. This one is not so much common now as it was before, maybe like 2021, 2022, when like Fortnite Mobile and like Subway Surfers. I don't know, I played Subway Surfers growing up, so I played that a lot. And what was that other game? Minecraft. I played Minecraft on my phone a lot too. I feel like every person, when you're bored, it's starting to be more popularized now that more people are starting to play games on their phone to try to get away from doom scrolling on TikTok or Instagram. But I feel like every iPhone user out of Android plays the most games on their phone because it's just marketed towards Apple. I don't know why. I may be wrong, I may be right, but I feel like more Apple phone havers, sorry if I completely butcher that, but if you have an iPhone in 2026, you're gonna play games on it. You may not play it every day, you may not play it all the time, but eventually you're gonna be bored of all these social medias and you're gonna wanna play games on your phone. So I feel like that's more than Android, at least. Let me know if you play games on your phone down below. But we're gonna get into the last and final thing. You don't have to be an iPhone user for this. You don't even have to be a phone for this. You don't even have to be on social media for this. But I feel like this one right here is it. Everyone does this. Sorry. I don't know if that clip got messed up or what was going on with that. I had to respond. But the fifth and final thing that I have is stress about life. I feel like now with all these different things going on, if you're not on social media, you're not playing games on your phone, if you're not messaging anybody, if you just don't have anybody to talk to, you're just gonna set your phone to the side, or not set your phone to the side, but look up different ways to not stress yourself out, whether that is watching YouTube, scrolling, playing games. All this ties in to being stressed about life. I know I haven't been as stressed recently. I can see I'm happier than I was before, but I feel like every iPhone user unironically just stresses about life the most. Android users are always like, la da da da, my life's all dandy, nothing's wrong. But iPhone user just like, my life's, I have all these things going on in my life and they're so important to me, but I just can't handle it. I want to break out of that. So, I wrote down stress about life because every iPhone user is stressed out because I know I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out too. If you can relate to me, thank you. I appreciate that. I stress about everyday things I shouldn't stress about. You know what I mean? It can be the smallest thing, as like, did I brush my teeth? Actually, I brush my teeth every day. If you should brush your teeth every day, if you don't. I got a little sidetrack there, just a little side rant, but I stress about the most smallest things. It doesn't have to be just generally life as its own, but I'm stressed, I have everyday things I gotta do, like bills, and I'm just stressed. But every iPhone user, if you can relate to me, I feel like we live all within like the same, like, kind of like realm of like, this is just iPhone users and we're all just like in there just doing one thing. So we just kind of stress about it, even though we shouldn't. Yeah, stop stressing if you have an iPhone. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below which one you agree with the most. If you think that you scroll on Instagram more than you do TikTok, then let me know down below. I want to get my engagement up and I want to interact more. Take your phone off of do not disturb. I'm gonna be right there with you, okay? If you ever meet me and you see me, is your phone on do not disturb? And probably, probably will be, but I'm gonna try to hold myself to it. Yeah, don't text me either. You can message me, but don't text me. There's a difference between messaging and texting someone, okay? We can get into that, but I'm gonna give you guys a little course. When you text someone, that's more casual, like, hey, you wanna go out and do something later? Or like, you wanna go out for food, okay? You message someone and you're like, I really think this is serious. We should talk about it, okay? If you you want me to make a video on that, let me know down below. If you enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below which one you agree with the most, and best of luck to you guys.